Okay, so if you're a parent, you know the feeling. That constant negotiation, the power struggles, the moments where you just feel like you're talking to a wall. Well, what if I told you there's a simple shift that can change all of that? Today, we're diving into how setting clear expectations can turn that chaos into clarity and build some real, lasting confidence in your child.
Let's start with something I think pretty much every parent has done. You're dropping your kid off somewhere, maybe heading into a store, and you lean in and say those two little words, be good, right? We all do it. But have you ever stopped to think from a kid's point of view, what does that actually mean? And this, right here, is the heart of the problem. To us, be good is obvious. It means, don't break anything, be polite, listen. But to a child, it's a total question mark. It's like telling someone to solve a puzzle, but hiding the picture on the box. It's confusing, it's vague, and honestly, it's just setting everyone up for frustration.
But what if we could swap that confusion for confidence? That's exactly where clear expectations come in. And look, this isn't about being some kind of strict drill sergeant. It's the opposite. It's about giving your child the gift of a roadmap. It's about security, knowing what's coming next, and having a clear path to follow.
What's so cool about this is how all these things feed into each other. When you clearly guide their behavior, you create consistency. That consistency makes them feel secure. And a kid who feels secure is way more likely to be independent, which, and this is the best part, means a whole lot less conflict. It's this awesome chain reaction. So how do we actually do this? The best part is it doesn't have to be super complicated. We're going to break it down into 3 simple, golden rules you can start using like today. Think of it as your new go-to playbook.
Here they are. That's it. Number 1, be specific and simple. Number 2, state it positively. And number 3, be consistent. Let's dig into that first one.
So this is all about going from fuzzy to focused. Be good is a wish. It's abstract. But please speak kindly to your sister. That is a specific, doable action. Your child knows exactly what that looks like and sounds like. It's clear, it's simple, and most importantly, they can actually do it. Okay, this next one is a total game changer. Seriously, our brains, and especially kids' developing brains, have a hard time with don't. When you say don't run, the first thing their brain does is picture run. It's so much more effective to just give them the positive action you want them to take instead. Here's a perfect example. Stop shouting focuses on the problem, but use your inside voice, that focuses on the solution. You're telling them exactly what to do instead. It's a small language tweak, but the difference it makes is huge. And here's another one. Instead of don't run, try please walk inside. Just feel the difference there. It's calmer, it's clearer, and it gives them a picture of exactly what success looks like. This positive framing is one of the most powerful tools you've got. And that brings us to rule number 3, consistency. This is where you build trust. When the rules are the same yesterday, today, and tomorrow, your child feels safe. They're not always wondering if the rules have changed. They know what to expect, and that predictability just creates a sense of fairness and calm for everyone.
Now, it goes without saying, right? What works for a 3-year-old is definitely not going to work for a 13-year-old. So the next big piece of the puzzle is making sure you're tailoring your expectations to where your child is at developmentally. You want to set them up to win, not to get frustrated.
And you can see how this progresses, right? For the little ones, it's all about single concrete things. Pick up your toys, say please. As they get a bit older, they can handle multi-step directions and take on more responsibility. Then, by the time they're pre-teens, you're shifting the focus to bigger life skills like managing their time and really contributing to the family.
All right, now I've got a secret weapon for you. This is the tip that will get you so much more buy-in from your child. Ready? Involve them. When kids help create the rules, they get this incredible sense of ownership. Suddenly, they're not just following your rules, they're upholding our family rules.
And look how simple this can be. Just by asking a question like, so what do you think we should do after dinner? You're empowering your child to think it through and take some responsibility. It's this little act of collaboration that makes a world of difference.
Okay, so you've set clear, positive, consistent, and age-appropriate expectations. Awesome. But we all know that setting the rules is only half the battle. To make them actually stick, you've got to have reinforcement. Let's talk about how to do that well. There are really 2 sides to this coin. First, you want to catch them being good and be specific. Saying, thank you for picking up your toys without me asking, reinforces that exact behavior. Then, on the other side, when they don't meet an expectation, the key is a calm, natural consequence. It's not a punishment, it's just cause and effect. Homework's not done? Well, that means no TV time. Simple as that.
All right, let's get really practical here. Theory is great, but what does this actually look like during the most stressful parts of the day? Let's build a quick playbook for those daily routines.
Take the morning. Instead of that frantic scramble, imagine if everyone just knew these were the 3 goals. This isn't about you controlling everything, it's about creating a team mission. When they know what's expected, there's way less nagging from you and way more independence from them. A little chart on the fridge can work miracles here, by the way.
Same idea applies to homework time. When you set these expectations up front, you avoid that daily argument. It creates a predictable structure, and, this is huge, it makes it normal to ask for help. You're teaching them that asking for help is a sign of strength, not weakness. That's a lesson that lasts a lifetime.
And finally, bedtime, the routine that can make or break an entire evening. A consistent set of expectations like this does more than just get things done. It actually signals to their brain and body that it's time to wind down. It makes that whole transition from playtime to rest time so much smoother.
So let's just pull it all together. The big takeaways are simple, but man, are they powerful. Be clear and specific. Frame it positively. Be consistent. Make sure it's right for their age. And don't forget to reinforce the good stuff with praise and use natural consequences. That's it. That's your formula.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Don't try to overhaul everything at once. That's too much. Just pick one thing. What is one specific, positive, and clear expectation you can set your family, starting today, that will help build that foundation of clarity and confidence for tomorrow?